As a teenage boy in middle or high school, what confused you the most about teenage girls? How they could form a magical impenetrable barrier with a chatting circle. How they can argue for literally 3 minutes and hate each other for the whole year. Why the duck is a toilet their gang idiot. How they managed to tuck their cock and balls away in their swimming costumes. They all wanted older guys, like 3 to 4 years older. Are you flirty by nature? Actually interested in me? Or just being friendly? Edit my first gold. Thank you. Exclamation mark. What confused me the most? The giggles. Yes, the giggles of teenage girls confused me the most. Walking into class or down the hallway and a group of 3 or 4 girls would just start giggling and snickering to themselves like some sort of bad inside joke. I would always check my shoes or clothing for something embarrassing, but never found anything. To be honest, I'll probably never understand the giggles. How they can act super nice, then one thing goes wrong, and they are mortal enemies all of a sudden. I was an antisocial quiet kid at an all-boys school. For me it was mainly where on earth all my classmates were getting girlfriends from. Having barely any friends as a kid is fun. You could be their biggest crush and you may think they do not even know your name. How they are just kind of casually gay. They just walk up to their friend, grab their butt or boobs, and then just seg into whatever they have to say. I don't get it. Edit. I did not expect my comment to blow up at all. Thanks for the upvotes and gold. Why in a class of 50 people, 35 of which were girls, I was the only guy who couldn't get a prom date? Where are they? Source: super religious all-male school. I can't tell if the relationship they want is platonic or not. Slapped my butt, but then pretended it never happened. Sat on me, and then pretends it never happened. Mixed signals? Question mark? Edit. When she slapped my, but she actually denied it, and blushed when I asked like a moron, but everyone else told me it was her. Honestly, by how low down the vaginal opening is. Having a PP, I fully expected an analogous placement. I figured I'd be able to reach into some jeans and finger bang right at clit level. Boy, was that confusing the first time. I never understood that they were just people that I could have talked to. I was confused for the longest time on why 2-piece swimsuits, top and bottom, were sold separately. Also for like $60 each. Whether they were playing hard to get, shy, or just not interested. I was always confused as to why the girls weren't interested in X and trying to obtain it at all costs like we used to. It turns out that I was wrong, girls do like X. Honestly, how Xly active are high school girls? I feel like I was super horny in high school, but not Xly active as a guy. How all the girls who love horses are complete psychos, and none of the sane girls spare a passing thought about those stupid short giraffes. You should ask Amy out. She likes me. Totally. She talks about you all the time and you two would be great together. Hi Amy, want to go out to the movies Friday? Okay, but just so you know I only think of you as a friend. WTF. Edit. For those speculating, in this scenario the friend instigating is her friend. Generally I find guys know their friends are idiots or douches, so we know not to listen to them. Second, as for outcome, I declined the date because it was clear she was not interested and the friend was playing matchmaker drama queen. How do they pee out of their butts? Why do they need to go to the toilet in groups? Like, I would not be able to use the toilet if someone was in there watching me. How come I got a call after a dance that a girl liked me, but I hear a week later, while buying lunch tickets, that she wanted to break up with me? Why they always seemed so willing to be gay with each other. I can name, minimum, 5 girls that are willing / have taken a shower with another girl. Both proclaimed heterosexuals. Both swore they were not gay. Just hanging out being gal pals, taking fully nude showers with each other. You can imagine how much that frustrated my sad 14-year-old PP. Edit, not just showering at summer camp, or in the locker room, or whatever. When I was a freshman in high school, my female friends would send me snapshots of them in towels after they had just finished showering together at their house. I understand it as normal IRM locrooms and summer camp and hit, but I refuse to believe yawa straights just shower together for the fun of it. That is gay. How people make dating such a big deal, and how they cannot ask a guy out. Why is it expected that we have to? The girls never showed any interest. Fast forward to the 40-year reunion and all these girls are telling me how much they were crushing on me in high school. I left town right after high school to find greener pastures. College was a completely different story. I guess the girls there didn't have their old leaks, so they were more aggressive. The fact that, despite my best efforts, I just could not find them attractive like all the other guys did. In hindsight, it is because I am gay, but I had not figured it out at that point in time. FYI, if a girl is telling you about stuff that she is upset about, she just wants you to acknowledge her feelings. She does not want you to fix it. She will ask if she needs advice. Why the hell do they wear booty shorts in winter? Like, I get you are trying to look hot, but they're so on the ground for God's sake. How they can one day flirt with you, and the next one they don't want to even see you. I am in high school RN, so I am going to ask. Why don't you tell us why you're mad what's wrong, so I can help or apologize? Edit, is bringing chocolate/brownies and Starbucks a good idea, because that is what I have been doing to my friends and they love it. Edit, it is not toxic behavior for being toxic, they just don't want to make things worse and think that leaving it alone will fix it. No, I am not going to leave my friend for doing this, I love her. She is my closest friend. And I do equally annoying hit. Edit, no, Theo are not taking advantage of me, I just like making people happy when Theo is sad or angry. I can just as easily do it with words. It is just easier to do with sugar tbh. How can I win the affection of one of the ones with the lumpy chests? Me, in high school, driving around with some friends of a friend, because I didn't know any better and the two girls had rocks in their brains but fantastic butts. We've all been there. One of them is pissing and moaning about some boyfriend for at least 15 minutes, without pausing for breath. Finally, she gets to the end of her rant, there's about 10 seconds silence. So do you think I should get back together with him? Ducking what? Why did they always end up at my uncle's house? Girls have X drives just like guys, and they are just as wild. This side only comes out at parties and school dances, and possibly during one-on-one interactions like dates. How they can talk hit about someone behind their back, but be their best friend to their face. Edit, spelling. Why did the entirety of their friend group go to the toilet when only one of them needed? Being afraid of the ball in gym class. Like, literally huddling together in groups of girls and then shrieking in utter terror when the soft playground ball flies 30 feet over your head. Why? Why did they do this? Why the larger girls did not consume the smaller ones? Dude, we're just as confused about us as you are. Girls hug each other, and friends who are boys. Girls hug boys they like. Boys are supposed to know the difference. I did not. I still do not. Luckily I am happily married BC. I still don't understand how to flirt and hit with girls despite people telling me I have done that. Why they always compliment each other on social media and whatnot. How they just make a drama out of small things to keep themselves entertained. Girls are not special magical unicorns. They're people, just like you and your friends. Talk to them like you would anyone else. Then I did. Boy howdy, they got mad. The most confusing thing is all the ducking hints they drop. Just tell me please. How openly and often they talk about hot guys. Maybe once I talked with my male friends about a girl, but I would always hear them talk about so and so is so hot. Not to say girls are like hoes or whatever, they're just more open about that stuff. Edit. So apparently I'm a huge outlier in this. Honestly, it might be a generational thing, but attractiveness only ever comes up with me friends at like a sleepover or something, and even then it feels forced, and we move on to something else quickly. An example of girls being more open. One time I was snowboarding with two of my female friends, and one was staying in the lodge because she was not feeling too good. While me and my other friend are out on the hill, we get an emergency text telling us to get right down to the chalet. When we get there, it turns out it was just two hot dudes. You've been visited by the safety doggo. Like this video and subscribe. You've been visited by the safety doggo. Like this video and subscribe. You've been visited by the safety doggo. Like this video and subscribe. You've been visited by the safety doggo. Like this video and subscribe. You've been visited by the safety doggo. Like this video and subscribe.